What's this? They sure seem to be enjoying themselves.
Must be the festival of the celestial tree. There's a gigantic tree here. They say its flowers only blossom once every 30 years. The people of Anue Nue hold a huge festival to celebrate the year it blossoms.
A timely arrival, I'd say.
Yes, this must be it.
To think they're having the time of their lives, with no knowledge of the coming crisis. Ignorance is bliss, I must say.
Hey there, awesome fans. Earl from Awesome Gaming here, and we've got more Baten Kaitos Eternal Wings in the Lost Ocean. Last time we went into the Lord of the Winds and tried to claim the second Shining Magnus that we came across, but we got duped into handing it off to the Empire. Then we cleaned up Castle Elnath before coming here to Anue Nue, and we are now here in Komomai. So while we go on and explore this area, as per tradition, I suppose, we can get a nameless flower here, but no, as per tradition, it's time we go over the naming convention for these new areas that we're in. Now, similar to how we said that everything has a meaning with the stars and the constellations, that doesn't hold true for Anue Nue here. Everything here in Anue Nue, at least for the island and the cities, they're actually based off of Hawaiian words. Anue Nue being rainbow in the Hawaiian language. And Komomai actually comes from the phrase, probably going to butcher this, E Komomai, which means welcome in Hawaiian. So, as you can see, we have some areas to get water, stagnant water, and some nameless flowers that we don't have any use for at the moment. If we talk to, or at least interact with the ducks, we can get an egg Magnus. We don't need that, but it's here for completionist's sake. As far as everywhere else in the city here, we've got a bunch of festival dancers and just people having a good time overall. It's a pretty big area, but not a whole lot to interact with. If we come all the way over to the eastern side of the city, though, we have our save flower here, and we actually have our shop. Let's see what we got. So we have a new Magnus that we can only use in the field. Fruity Gelatin cures the flame status. We've seen the flame status a couple of times back with the Nuki Ranchula fight. So we're getting to a point where flames will become a status in the field, but we won't have to worry about that right now, so we don't need to pick up any of these just yet. We've got a dark sword for Callus. Definitely want to pick that up. And we have a marvelous sword also for Callus. Very strong neutral element Magnus. We have another Shadow Cornet for Liud. Here we have a Black Scepter, a Darkness Elemental weapon for Gibari. We'll definitely pick that up. And I want to pick up another Light Flare, but we kind of ran out of money. Peaches. I'm gonna get one peach because that's what we can afford. We should have some photos, though. No, we don't. Okay. Well, looks like we'll have to get some more photos. But definitely want to pick up at least one peach for a few good reasons. Explain what those are as time goes on.
Wait! terribly sorry. I didn't pay you enough money. Here's what I owe you. Thanks again. Come back, we got more game to sell. The monsters you bring in are always top of the line.
Right.
Curious, are we? She's a hunter living in the mountains. Popped up around 6 months ago. Found herself a home in Waterfall Village. She doesn't talk much. Pretty much keeps to herself. But I can't complain. She's a damn fine hunter. The best there is, I tell ya.
Alright, so, little glimpse of future characters to come. So we go up these stairs. We'll see that we have... someone interrupting my train of thought. Hello, Merrymakers! Come on over and try some legendary Komomai cookies! Komomai cookies? No thanks. We're in a hurry, old man. Sorry, but we don't need any. You don't need any? But Komomai cookies are legendary sweets with a long and delicious history. Never say I didn't offer you any. We'll keep this guy in mind for later. Here we've got... looks like a shrine of some sort. Let's go and check it out. Heave-ho! Heave-ho! Hooray for the Celestial Tree! Hooray for Queen Corellia! Huh? What's this? We can't get through all this. We have no choice. Let's force them out of the way. We can't do that, Callus. Let them enjoy their festival. Let's check some other places and come back later. Alright. Whatever. Let's check out this door over here. So, here we are, School of Magic. I wonder if we'll see Harry Potter. This is not good. I'm late for a lecture. Should I pretend I lost track of the time? Should I apologize? Should I just go home? I don't know what to do. You figure that out on your own.
There are 5 continents in all, each of them an island nation floating in the sky. The ancient land of Sadal Sud, Diadem, land of the clouds. Our very own Anue-Nue, the Rainbow Nation. Mira, City of Illusion, and Alfard, Empire of the Flame. All have prospered as independent states, giving birth to unique and varied cultures. There were a number of border skirmishes in years past, yet none of them ever led to large-scale wars among the islands. Our forefathers have toiled hard to keep the peace that we enjoy today. Let us offer a prayer that this peace should last forever.
Alright, a little bit of exposition there. If we inspect these lockers, find a moldy piece of bread inside. But we get a Chronos Blow level 2. I think there's something on these bookshelves. No, not these ones. Alright. Find a wet bathing suit inside. Yeah. Just gonna leave that as it is. I don't think there's anything with the bell. No. Over here, if we inspect these paintings. We get the Sweetheart picture. Just another generic Magnus. Anything in here? No. What about... Nope, we got someone reading over here. Alright. While we're here, we want to talk to this woman right here.
Have any of you heard the legend of the ocean? A long time ago, when sky and earth were still apart, when the 5 continents were not yet afloat, a huge puddle of water called the ocean covered most of the land. Continents at the bottom of the sky. Water covering the land. Somewhat hard to imagine, isn't it?
Alright, a bit more exposition there about the ocean. Now, if we leave this section, we can go on over to the right side. And this is the other half of the School of Magic. Go in this door.
Today, we're going to talk about the mysteries of our world. Let's start with the taint clouds. Poisonous clouds down below that make up the bottom of the sky. No creature can survive in those clouds, which is one reason they are often said to be the boundary between this life and the next. Moving on, here's another tale you may have heard before. It said there is a kingdom of ice far to the north. Some claim it's so cold there that the air you breathe out, or even your wings, will freeze solid. According to legend, this frigid land is ruled by witches. Fearsome witches that wield dark and powerful magic. Of course, this could just be a fanciful tale told by superstitious sailors. Similar to rumors of phantom ships and mermaids luring sailors into darkness. There are so many mysteries in our world that have yet to be solved. Perhaps someone among us here today will someday find answers to these perplexing questions.
I get the feeling that somebody is going to be us. Alright, female gym clothes and a recorder are carelessly jammed into it. Upon closer inspection, there's something else. Another black scepter. Alright, nothing in that bookshelf. This bookshelf, yes. Secret Recipe 3, there we go. It's been locked with a padlock and can't be opened. Alright, finally, door number 4. Let's see, I think we want to go over here? No. This one? No. There's definitely something around here. Okay, yeah, so we can get the weak flame from this one. Now, the difference between a stoked flame and a weak flame is just how large the flame is. If we ever get a stoked flame, it will become a weak flame after 30 minutes have passed in real world time, and the weak flame will become a blank Magnus after another 30 minutes. Now, when it comes to the whole aging process, right now the time is going by, and the Magnus will age as time goes by. Even when we go into the menu screen here. if you want to stop any magnets from aging, hit the start button and you go into a pause screen. The pause screen will be the only way to stop time from flowing and magnets from evolving. An unknown green liquid is boiling inside a very big conical flask. Let's taste it. Yuck! Damn. I thought it might taste better than it looks, but it tastes as bad as it looks. Ugh, yuck! I thought it was gonna kill over and die. Oh, you're killing me! I was really curious about that flask, but now I finally know. Thanks for the comic relief. For making me laugh so hard, I want you to have this. We get a silkworm. The silkworm, believe it or not, is a healing Magnus. Heals 180 HP. So, definitely something to keep in mind. And speaking of aging Magnus, here we have a fishing rod. This ages from the young bamboo. So, we go from a bamboo shoot to young bamboo to a fishing rod. The fishing rod is a little bit weaker than the young bamboo, but that will be the final form that it will take. Speaking of which, I want to add in new swords. And I think that's it. Definitely just want to double check everything. Yeah, I think we're good. So I'm actually going to have Liud as part of the party for a bit. Mainly because his light weapons will help out in the next dungeon. Alright. Because we listened to both lectures in the classrooms and talked to the woman that spoke about the ocean, the shrine bearers here on the stairs have cleared out. So now, we can head on in. To Corellia's Palace. There's a few things around here that we can grab. If we go into this room here, I believe if we inspect the flower pot, yep, we get deluxe bananas. Heals 190 HP and will cure sleep 100% of the time. Really wish we could have had this for fights against all those cancerites. Alright, there's nothing on the table, nothing on this flower pot. I believe if we inspect the outside of the balcony here, maybe it's not this balcony. I know there's a balcony that gives us something when we inspect it. Probably this one over here. No. Alright, maybe I was mistaken. Alright, if we inspect this table, however, we get strawberries. Heals 220 HP, and a 1 in 3 chance to cure the flame status, but if used for defense, that goes up to 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 chance. If we talk to this maid here, alright, it's not that maid. I think later on the maid will give us something. Finally, there's this room up here. Alright, I could have sworn there was one of the balconies gave us something. Oh well. If we we check out here, we can actually get a Celestial Flower Seed Magna Essence. We'll grab one for now, because we'll be needing it later. So it's best to have it now that we're here. We inspect Corellia's bed. Get a mattress. Magnus. Use it on offense. It, as a combo 2 or greater, gives a 75% chance of sleep. Alternatively, it becomes a defense Magnus. Very versatile. Should be able to get something else around here. Could have sworn about the vases. Here we go. Hair dryer. Fire elemental Magnus that anyone can use. That does quite a bit of damage and has a chance to inflict D-Flame status. Definitely worth picking up. I do believe that it's a pretty rare Magnus. It's not a one of a kind, but it is hard to come across. Alright, that all taken care of. We'll go upstairs.
May we proceed then, Your Highness?
I agree with your suggestions. Please do. You must be travelers. I welcome you to Anue. What can I do for you?
We came from Diadem, Your Highness. We bear important news from King Latakan.
From King Latakan? What could this be about?
Your Highness, I must ask leave of you.
Please see to it that everything is taken care of.
As you wish, Your Highness. Perhaps there is a clue in the lost chambers of the warlocks of old. We will strive to find something we can begin working on.
Now then, tell me of this news you bring.
Please take this letter, Your Highness.
This is indeed the royal crest of Diadem. The five-end Magnus, sealed away in times long past. The powers of cursed Malpercio, evil god of chaos and destruction. So you believe one of these and Magnus is sealed away somewhere in our lands? And that the Empire, Emperor Geldablame, is looking for it?
Without a doubt, Your Highness. We must find the End Magnus before he does.
Ah, we have company, I see. Pardon me. I did not realize you were in audience with your guests.
Please join us, Emperor Geldablame.
What? Geldablame?
The Emperor has honored us with a visit. He has been staying in Anue for the last 3 days or so. Emperor Geldablame, if you please, would you happen to have heard of something called an End Magnus?
And Magnus? I don't believe
believe so. Is it of some special concern to your highness?
It matters not, Emperor.
You liar!
Kibari, no!
Don't play dumb with us! After what your goons did back in Diadem. If you think you can play ignorant and get away with murder, you best think again, you filthy slob! You're gonna pay for this!
Hold your tongue, insolent fool! You are in the presence of Queen Corellia! An insult to the Queen's guest is an insult to the Queen herself! Speak respectfully, or face the consequences!
Hey, take it easy, will ya? I won't be busting any heads just yet.
I appreciate your concern, but you may stand back. A true leader will always be the target of misunderstandings and envy, of libel and slander. I dare say I am familiar with such outbursts.
Yes, Your Magnificence.
Who exactly are all of you, anyway? If I'm not mistaken, this young man is wearing an Imperial uniform. What mission could possibly warrant his being here? And the young lady there happens to remind me of a thief. A petty cutpurse that stole jewelry from my palace and scampered away. Could this resemblance be coincidental?
What are you doing here, huh? Have you already guessed where the third Magnus is? Or are you still looking?
As stated previously, I have nary a clue as to what you're referring to. I am here on vacation, a routine break from my grueling duties. Your accusations, I must observe, are devoid of merit.
By the way, Emperor Geldablame, is there something you need of me?
Oh yes, Queen Corellia. I merely intended to bid you farewell. My responsibilities are calling out to me. I must be leaving shortly.
I understand. I do hope you enjoyed your stay.
My sincere thanks for your hospitality. My stay here has been fruitful. You must come and visit me sometime in the Imperial capital. You will always be welcome, my dear Corellia.
I thank you for the invitation. I hope to do so whenever possible.
A day I will cherish. Farewell, my dear Corellia. I invite you all, too, to visit my empire. You will be most welcome. It would truly be an unforgettable journey. Callus. I'd never imagined he would be alive. Kill him. Do whatever it takes. If left alone, he will prove a threat to my empire.
As you wish. And what should be done about the End Magnus presumed to be on this island?
Fool, lower your voice. Anuenue's magical shield is powerful enough to curb any frontal assaults. And there is little hope of Corellia agreeing with my plans. No matter. Concentrate on eliminating that winged mongrel. I will consider alternative approaches to securing this particular End Magnus.
As you wish, Your Magnificence.
But why would that girl be here? It is not like Giacomo to fail me thus. What could he be up to?
Now then, I've read the letter from King Ladekan, and his points are well taken. However, Anuenue cannot agree to help another nation face the might of the Empire.
Oh. Why not, Your Highness?
We, the people of Anuenue, are opposed to any and all forms of strife. We have a long-standing tradition of remaining neutral towards the other islands. A tradition that we refuse to change.
Sounds nice on paper, I'll give you that. Staying nice and fair, while the whole world falls apart around you.
You were warned to hold your tongue.
Besides, I've never heard of any legend telling of a cursed power sealed in this land. It's not that I don't trust you, but I'm not sure how much of your story I can take as credible. The people of Anuenue have followed one simple teaching for generations. Sing with the celestial tree. Dance when its flowers bloom. That is all.
Sing with the celestial tree. Dance when its flowers bloom.
Under the current circumstances, Anuenue cannot make any rash decisions.
I understand.
Please pass my regards to King Ladekan.
There's not much else we can do for now.
Well then, that all pretty much just happened.
Excuse me, did you say your name was Callus?
Yeah? Why?
It's nothing. Nothing important. Take care of yourselves.
Ominous. But yeah, anyways, yeah, we just got to meet the whole villain of the game, Emperor Gelderblame. So, looks like he's been here, and well, we at least beat him to the punch as far as telling Corellia about the End Magnus, but nothing can be done right now. So let's head on back and cutscene.
So, what now?
Going back empty-handed ain't an option.
I agree. Finding the Emperor here wasn't exactly reassuring. Despite what Queen Corellia told us, it seems likely that one of the End Magnus is indeed here.
Maybe we could find it on our own.
Huh. more volunteer work. What would you do? All right, if you say so. So, where should we start looking?
You all look very troubled about something. What's the matter?
Well, it's nothing, really. We're just looking for something.
Well, whatever you're looking for, you could try visiting the ancient library of magic. It's been abandoned for quite a while. But I hear one of the witches has gone back there recently. I'm sure she could point you in the right direction.
One of the witches? Are you sure?
Sounds promising. Where is this library?
It's on the hill to the east of town. Just go along the road, and I'm sure you'll find it.
It's the only lead we have. Might be a good place to start.
Yes, let's. Thank you very much for your help.
My pleasure.
Let's get going.
We're being followed. Alright, we have our next objective. Let's go check out that ancient library of magic.
That boy, his aura was quite unusual. It was as if he was surrounded by the memories of someone very dear. A long-forgotten lullaby. Staying nice and fair while the whole world falls apart? He may be right. The witches have disappeared, and the celestial tree has yet to bloom. Anue is faltering, slowly but surely, as a great oak turns to dust, slowly decaying over the years. If their claims are true, in time we must shed our share of tears and blood. As the planet weeps and bleeds, so will the people of Anue. Fate can be so unforgiving, cruel and merciless, crushing all those that pass under her heel.
And just more exposition after the rest. Alright, so we have two areas opened up to us. We've got this place to the east, Hollow Jungle. There's nothing we can do about it now, so we just want to go into the Ancient Library of Magic.
You guys really think there's a witch in this place? I guess there's only one way to find out.
Alright, first things first. Spooky, scary skeletons.
This doesn't look too fair.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get a photo of these ghoulish skirmishers, as they're called.
Don't underestimate
As you would expect,
me. Dance of light.
they're beings of darkness, which means we want to use light weapons. And here I am using dark weapons. I should probably switch those out for the rays of truth that we have. It still did quite a bit of damage.
No, you don't.
Alright. Got a quick hit on us there. Let's, 6, 5, and a 4.
Rest in peace.
So, similar to how all of Liu's weapons are brass instruments, all of his finishers are named after various musical themes. We had Overture, we had Concerto, that's going to be everywhere. And, oh, it became a fishing rod. Alright,
Fire first.
okay. So, as you saw, I have, it was a young bamboo, but now it's a fishing rod in Shell's deck. I'll have to switch that out. Mainly because I'm hoping to get a couple of special combos together now that we have the uncooked rice from the Imperial Elite that we fought back in Castle Elneth.
Is that all?
Alright, Liu can only heal this turn, so I'll go ahead and just throw these out. Liu as a character, he's kind of a all-rounder, kind of like Callus. A bit more so than others, though. Alright, we don't have what we need for the rice, so I'll just use these.
Light flare.
And I want to try to kill this one. There we go. Alright. And you will go 2, 3. 3. And that's it. I'm gonna heal up Callus here.
Use this.
Okay, we got the mineral water there, so I actually have everything I need for the whole rice situation. So I'm gonna burn a few turns by doing these things, get the picture of Liu out of the way. And we'll heal up Shella. Alright, combo time. So we're gonna use the Power Helmet, the Uncooked Rice, Mineral Water, and then Fire Burst.
Take this. Fire first.
Okay, now that that's been taken care of, we should be able to get the Magnus that we get. Okay, this is what I was afraid of. So, the Ghoul Skirmishers, once once per battle, are able to revive other ghoulish skirmishers that you have killed. So, if that happens, go after the ones that were just revived. That way, they can't revive others. Alright, let's finish this off.
Chronos, go! Light, flare! Let's keep going.
Alright, so... Oh! Skeleton Warrior. Ghoulish Skirmisher is the next level up. Okay. I was mistaken. This is the picture of the Lude. And here... we have Rice. This is the result of that combo that we did with Shella. Heals 800 HP. That is, that is nuts. And we also got a Ray of Truth that we can pick up, but I want the Rice. Yeah, 800 HP. That's a full heal for everyone right now. So we're definitely going to put that into our deck. We'll replace the milk. And we have more young bamboo. Okay. So hopefully this young bamboo won't age while we're going through this next fight. So over here we have a Zeit robe, which is armor for Shella. A sign at the entrance says History section. What the? We can't go any further. Wow, this seal was created over 100 years ago. I sense a very powerful magic. This type of spell is usually cast on 2 objects. Those objects must be brought together to break the spell. So, in order to get past this seal, I think we need to find the other object that was enchanted with it. The witch isn't necessarily in this room, so let's go look somewhere else for now. Sounds good. So yeah, we have these rooms that are kind of sealed off, but if we go behind the desk here, tired note says return the keys to their appropriate spots. Hey, there's a key on the shelf. It has a geography section tag attached to it. Some spots are reserved for other keys, but I don't see them anywhere. Someone must have forgotten to put them back. Looks like we can use it for the magic shield. Okay, let's borrow it. So we have the geography section key, which is down here. Use the key, break the seal. Alright, time for some puzzles. So these red bookshelves we are capable of pushing around to clear our way through. So in that fight, I was able to get the young bamboo for Shella along with the fire Magnus. Using those two in combination, we'll get charcoal. This is useful for certain things in certain special combos. And we can also pick up crystal mail from these skeleton warriors as well. I'm actually going to get the charcoal for now, just so that we have it. Furthermore, the cucumbers that we got all the way back in Nashira have started to age into the pickled cucumbers. Heals 120 HP, gives an attack bonus by 20, but when used for defense, gives an attack bonus of 40. Very useful to have, and it actually makes the shortcake small that we got useless now. So, while we're doing this, I'm going to get rid of all these Dark Magnus. And it looks like we actually got some cheese here as well that came about from the milk. Heals by 140 HP. If used for defense, gives us headache resistance. Alright, so we got more pickled cucumbers there. Savings plus interest. This came from the savings book that we had. A lot of Magnus are actually aging now. Kind of what happens when you just continue playing and time goes on. I'm going to throw strawberries in. And what else? What else? We have for defense. Oh, we got the mattress we can use. And I guess we'll throw in the cheese. And that's way too many healing magnets now that I think about it. Do we have 6? Alright, we'll take out a milk. And I guess we'll just throw in the hairdryer. And I guess we'll throw in a fishing rod. Alright, Shella, we no longer need the young bamboo. So let's go ahead and give you some of these defense magnets that we picked up earlier. We'll replace the heat rope here. Do I want any sentry veils? No. Let's give her the pickled cucumbers over... actually, no, we're fine with what we have. Okay, so as I was saying before we got into the fight, we want to inspect the red bookshelves here. As long as there's nothing blocking our way, we can actually push them around. So, push that one a little bit so we can get to this chest. And we get Sforzando, the level 3 finisher for Liu. Since it is a dark element attack, we're not going to add it to his deck just yet. So here we have the key for the philosophy section. And I do believe we can push this up all the way. That keeps it out of the way forever. If we inspect this bookshelf, books related to the island's climate and weather are stacked in numerical order. Wrong bookshelf. Encyclopedia of the world's most interesting plants. It has been claimed that a very mystical garden exists in the land that floats in the air of the dimension. This is nothing that we want. I think there's actually nothing else in here. Actually, let me check this one. Only bound books are stored here. Look closer and find a conspicuous book. You open the front cover and see the head librarian's signature in it. To obtain the valuable item geography book. So yeah, while we're here in the rooms, we do want to pick up these valuable items that have the head librarian's signature in them. We will need them for another puzzle going forward. So let's avoid the skeleton warriors. And we can actually go in here. And we have another key on top of this red bookshelf. If we interact with it... Whoa! That was a close call. That thing nearly fell on me. Alright, so now let's open this chest up. Get a kite shield. Now we can push this red bookshelf over. This would be blocking the way had we gone through this door first. Before we go back to the left, get a wave blade in this chest here. A new weapon for Gibari. And go back in here to pick up this key for the history section. So the history section is back downstairs. Let's go and open that up. Avoid these skeletons. And we can go into the history section. Alright, so this skeleton's running amok everywhere. As long as you just memorize their patterns, you should be able to juke them pretty easily. That said, if we inspect this bookshelf, great people throughout history, this time I'll introduce you to...
doesn't look too
Yup,
good.
the books are alive. So this is the Cursed Spellbook.
Fire
Enemy
burn!
that only can only be fought by inspecting specific bookcases here in the ancient library.
Magic! Soul Flash!
Thankfully, they're pretty weak enemies.
Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
And they will attack with Fire, Chronos, and Light, as well as the Paper Whip, which will heal them with whatever damage they inflict. Alright, let's use our new Ray of Truth. We haven't had a chance to use those yet. Now, you would think that with those elements that the books attack with, those would be what their elements would be lined with, right? That's not the case. If I'm not mistaken, they actually have no elemental weakness. They just resist everything. I could be wrong. Future me, definitely check on that for me.
Fire burn! Say cheese! Fire burn! I'll finish you! Magic! Dance of light!
And there's 2 books down. And Leo would actually need some health. So we'll go ahead and use those. We can actually attack our allies with the hairdryer, so be careful with that.
Is that all?
Now, as you saw there, I used the defensive Magnus in an order separate from the ones that the book used. It doesn't matter which order you go in with the defenses, as long as you have the right kind of defense for that element. Use the fishing rod and finish off with Blue Storm.
Like the wind! Storm style! Blue Storm!
Let's move on.
Alright, so the first one looks better. We can also get black scepters from these things, so that's something to keep in mind. We'll let the Skeleton Warrior go by, because we have 2 chests up here. We got Taurus, and alright, I did not mean for that to happen. I wanted to inspect the chest, not the bookcase, but there's a fruity gelatin inside it. That said, I believe if we check this one, here we go, we get the history book, and we can just leave this room forever. Alright, move along this way. So, just gotta juke these skeletons. They will sometimes chase you, not all the time though. And we're gonna go into... nope, can't go in that one. That's the literature room. We only have the philosophy room. But here, we get a falcon statue, which is Shella's class level 4 Magnus. So this door here, the door won't open. Something's written on this wall. Let's see. I like looking for books more than reading or learning from them, because the motivation to search is the first step to obtaining wisdom. I spent my whole life searching for the books that are stored beyond this door. If you want to go in, first gather the books I wrote. You need 4. So the door won't open unless we collect 4 books written by some guy? Looks like it. They must be somewhere in the library. Let's go find them. What a hassle. Yeah, these are those books that we've been collecting by the head librarian. So if we push that way, we can access the philosophy section. And immediately, Skeleton Warrior will kind of ambush you, but if you're quick enough, you'll dodge out of the way. I believe this is a cursed book. So let's go up this ladder that you can't really see too well. You have to see the ladder icon above your head to make it out. I might be able to jump over there, but landing might be a little awkward. I don't want the bookshelf to fall over, because I'll jump after I get a foothold. So yeah, we need to push that red bookshelf so that's more aligned with the other bookshelf that's there. So let's leave for a second, go back in, and we should be able to do this without having to fight the Skeleton Warrior. Yep. There we go. Actually, oh, we can't go through this way. So then how do we get through? Push that. No, that doesn't work. Unless... Alright, yeah, we jump over this way. Grab this Magnus. Scarlet Shell. The, level 3 for... Class level 4 for, Gibari. Alright, yeah, this is what we do. Jump over here, climb down this ladder. Get some deluxe cookies, I'll explain those later. And we have the key on the floor here for the literature section. Then we go behind here, and now we're able to push the bookcase square against the wall. So hop on across, hop across here, and then we climb down the ladder here. We get a Magnum Cornet for Liud. Inspect this bookshelf for the philosophy book. Alright, that's everything in this room. That just leaves the literature section. And just wait for the Skeleton Warrior to go by. And then go through here. And open up. Alright, this room is more of a mess than the others. You can just avoid the Skeleton Knight by watching his movement. I've got a silver sword right there. So we have this bookshelf we can't do anything with right now. Alright. Skeleton Warrior should be able to... No, he doesn't want to do that. So what we'll do instead is go this way. Alright, and we can squeak on by. Allowing us to push this over. Allowing us to get the ruby earrings for Liud. Now, I do believe we actually pushed that over too far. Actually, no. Climb up this way. It's a book on the shelf in front of you, but you can't tell what kind of book it is from where you are. We climb down here. And we actually did push that too far. Oh well. Alright, so we pushed that. That saved us a lot of trouble for getting through here. Let's exit, go back in. Now that bookshelf is now permanently in the spot we pushed it in. So now we can actually push the red bookshelf up there. Climb up here. Hop over. This book is special, clearly different from the other books stacked on the shelf. Turn over the front cover, see head librarian's signature. And we got the literature book. Alright, that's all 4 books. Now, the puzzle that involves them. So, some of these bookshelves have slots in them. On the left side of the bookshelf, the space that can barely fit 1 book. Put the geography book back. Especially interesting, I believe. We want to go over this way now. Got a deluxe shortcake from there. That's not what we want. Is it this one? Yep. Thankfully, we don't have to guess which book goes where. Here, we actually have another new enemy, the Cursed Grimoire. It's basically just a reskin of the Cursed Spellbook. It does not use the magic text that the spellbook uses, as a matter of fact, but it is capable of boosting attack. So definitely something to consider focusing down first. Especially when they can also heal.
That was a pretty sweet battle.
And we get more peaches from the spellbooks. I'm not going to pick it up. I'm going to go for the Grimoire as a photo though. This one has a space. Put it back. And then we want to go to this one all the way up here. Put the book back there. And with that, the door's opened up. We'll go in there next time. For once, we're not going to have a boss fight in an episode. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more great content. And next time on Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings of the Lost Ocean, we're going to see what's beyond the